everyone, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, we're gonna hit some tough topics right now and talk about some stuff that's going on with MTV. It's been a very emotionally charged and it's been a few weeks, right? We've had so much happen in the United States and tensions are high, emotions are high, and people are asking for answers. They want justice, and networks are starting to respond by letting cast members go of various shows that have had histories with making statements that are not appropriate. We saw Bravo announce that they fired at least 3 or 4 cast members from Vanderpump Rules. And then MTV actually made a very dramatic decision and let go Taylor Selfridge from Teen Mom OG. And then D, the choice to let Taylor Selfridge go actually has people super upset though. Here's the thing. Last season, Taylor and Cheyenne sat down for a sort of one-on-one. Cheyenne had told Corey that she was concerned about Taylor because she had uncovered comments that Taylor had made on Twitter. When they sat down, Cheyenne asked Taylor about the comments that she had made on Twitter. I'm not going to share them here. Now, Taylor insisted that she was a small town girl that didn't have a lot of experience, that didn't know any better, and that she has grown a lot in the last 10 years. After speaking with her in that episode, Cheyenne agreed and believed that Taylor had moved forward and that there was nothing to talk about. Like that she believed that Taylor had made a mistake, that she wasn't that person anymore, and that she trusted that Taylor was a completely changed human being. And that was sort of the end of it. These tweets have been haunting her for years, right? And they're terrible. But MTV pitched it to viewers last year as though Taylor has changed and she's anew. They fired Taylor. So after using her tweets as a storyline last year and talked about her growth and her change, MTV made the choice to fire Taylor. This obviously upset people. Some people were very happy that she was let go, and they said finally they've let go of her and they've let go of this person being able to have a platform. Others have said and don't understand why, if it was such a long time ago and she's already apologized for it, along with her not acting this way anymore, why they should let her go. Plus, they pointed out that MTV was hypocritical for using those tweets as a storyline only a year ago. Well, Corey Wharton actually responded on Instagram in an Instagram live, and he actually said, "I don't know why I'm getting so emotional, man. This just hurts. Everyone makes mistakes. I think we're missing the main message here, and I want it to be that there needs to be change." He went on to say that I'm commenting about how this whole situation played out, kind of like where I stand, where my family stands. This time we get to control the narrative, and I'm all about it. I'm not on here to bash anyone. I had my conversations with MTV. They know how I feel about this. I'm really trying to keep everything positive. All I'm asking is that you hold everyone accountable, and that's that. If you guys want to go down this route, I hope that you hold everybody accountable. He is referencing that there are other cast members that have made questionable comments in the past, and the fact that they have not let go of Amber Portwood, despite the fact that she was arrested multiple times while she's been on the show and has a history of DV. When Taylor actually spoke out about it, she said that I don't believe that reality TV lifestyle benefits me any further at this point in my life, with current events being that what they are and reality TV being selective in who they apply rules or what is considered acceptable behavior. I do not have any further respect. I would like to move on and continue to be the best version of myself. My past does not define who I am today, and I hope you guys can see the change. Please respect my decision to provide a normal, healthy life for my family. So she says she quit. MTV says they fired her. Obviously, people are mad. And I want to talk to you about why people are mad. So you know that there's been some other problematic people on this network. 2 in particular, Amber Portwood and Kail Lowry. Amber Portwood, for her part, has a history of DV and has had multiple arrests. Kail Lowry has had her own problems on the network. She has been in physical altercations with her partners, including Javi, on an episode of Teen Mom 2. She told Joe at one point that she didn't want him to dress Isaac stereotypically Hispanic, and she also described the way that Joe dressed Isaac as a thug. Now, that clip from 2014 started recirculating on Twitter yesterday. So I want to show you some of the things that have been going on. People are mad that they're going to let Taylor Selfridge go for statements she made 10 years ago, but they're still hanging on to Kail Lowry, who they believe is still a problem. So a petition was actually started, and it's been circulating widely on Twitter, and it says, I do not support Coffee Combos podcast or buy pothead hair. Their founder is an abuser and a racist. Please sign this petition. Others have said, so MTV announces they fired Taylor Selfridge from Teen Mom OG for being a renowned. On the same day, MTV fires Charlotte O'Connor from Teen Mom UK, young and pregnant, for repeatedly making slurs. And MTV now needs to fire Kail Lowry for her comments and views. Cancel Kail Lowry and her pothead hair. Teen Mom 2, so what are we firing? Are we firing everyone else? Kail Lowry, Cheyenne Woods, Macy Bookhout's husband Taylor, Amber. Kail Lowry must be fired. The time is now. There is no room for prejudice. Her children are biracial and she must be canceled. Obviously, Twitter is really upset. A lot of people have been very upset that MTV did not cut ties with Amber Portwood, despite the fact that she was convicted again in October and arrested last July for DV against her ex-boyfriend Andrew Glennon and her son James. With that being said, Teen Mom OG's ratings were not great this season. In fact, their season finale tanked. It was bad, you guys. It finished under 700,000, and it was way out of the top 10. So there's all these questions about how long can this show air. But the wider question is why does MTV seem to pick and choose who it is that they want to let go? Why did they in one breath say, Taylor, it's really great that you have changed and developed, and they made her and Shy appear as though they were fine, but then they don't apply that same logic to statements that Kail has made or to what Amber has done. Now, there was, in the first tweet, I showed you a change.org petition that has been started about Kail. The petition asserts that Kail has a history of using really bad comments. Here is an example from the petition. In the fall of 2019, Kail and Chris Lopez were overheard by two family friends arguing. According to several present and former associates of both Kail and Chris, Kail repeatedly referred to Chris as a N-word and stated, "You will never see your son again." Kail has also physically assaulted Chris. There is audio of several altercations between Kail and Chris where she is clearly heard making racially offensive comments while screaming and crying. They also assert that she has ethnic children but has not used her platform to uplift the Black and Latino men she has children with. Instead, she uses her platform to bully and embarrass them. They go on to say, Kail calls the police and files PFAs on her children's fathers only to drop them, but has never been held accountable for what she does to them. Kail has a protective order against Chris, yet several times when Chris is on Instagram Live, Kail goes on to comment, call him names, and harass him with thousands of viewers watching. In May 2020, MTV personalities took to social media to speak out against George Floyd's. So it basically says that Kail has a history of using the N-word against Chris and that friends witnessed it. There's audio and video. Now this petition does not actually have the audio or video attached. Kail Lowry has denied all the allegations in this petition. Chris Lopez, for his part, went on into Instagram Live last night and stated that she has never called him that. But in the same token, he also said that she is surrounded only by yes men and he is not going to be one of them. And he even admitted to the fact that they had gotten into an altercation yesterday because of the fact that he is not allowed to see his son. And he's tired of seeing his son come and go and her holding it over his head. She also is pregnant with her second child with Chris and recently said that she would rather be homeless than ever spend another night with him again. So people don't like what they're hearing about Kail. If she didn't have the if she didn't have the history she does with Joe and Javi, as well as other old tweets that surfaced of her and a friend using the N word when they talked about dinner, I think people would be more forgiving and maybe this petition wouldn't be circulating so wildly. I'm not sure. But I want to know what your thoughts are. Do you think it's fair for MTV to apply the rules in any way that they see fit? I have this belief, and this is just my opinion, that Taylor is not a wide draw for the show. She's a bit character. She's not a main star. So dropping her really costs the network nothing. Her story doesn't really contribute that much to the show. They could go on with Cheyenne's storyline without any other issues. They just don't have to include her. But if they get rid of main cast members, they have these wide open holes in their shows. They've already seen what's happened when they let go Farrah Abraham and Janelle Evans. After those two left the shows, the ratings began to tank. Is MTV simply hanging on to Amber and Kail because, as some Twitter people posted, they are the cash cows? Do you agree with Corey Wharton that fair is fair and they need to apply the rules to everyone? And are you also with the Twitter users that just say, get rid of this whole series, all the cast have become problematic? I would love to know what your thoughts are. Tell me about them in the comments below. Bye, guys.